Hello everyone, it's the beginning of January 2014 and I wanted to make my now annual video where I talk about what I plan to do in the next 12 months on my channel. It's been really cold the past couple days, so I was able to make a list of all the stuff that I want to talk about and that I want to do here this year. In fact, it's been record temperature lows lately, and you probably can hear my furnace running in the background right now maybe, but if you do, it's just because it's super cold outside. But being that it's cold outside, it allowed me to make this list that I'm going to talk about with you right now. So we'll go over it here. I divided this into seasons because that's sort of what determines what I'm doing in life, is how cold it is outside or how warm it is outside. Basically everything that I do involves around being outside. So being that it's cold right now, we're in winter, and that's where I'll start. Winter, I've talked about that a little bit on my channel already. I was talking about the series that I want to start called Frugal Greg. It's kind of like my simple living, saving money, just my philosophies on being in debt or getting out of debt, saving money, living as simply as possible so you can be as free as possible. That's really something that I've been focusing on the last several years, and I keep making progress towards that moment that I'll be completely free of everything, and that's what I'm working towards. And hopefully these series of videos or vlogs I'll be making about that will discuss that in greater detail. I'm actually currently working on a book review. I won't tell you what book it is. The book is very special to me, and I just want to make sure I give it a proper review because it was life-changing, and hopefully when I review it, maybe you can decide if it's something you would want to read too. The next thing I want to do is bake bread, which I've mentioned to you before. That's been one of my long-running goals that I've been wanting to do, and I'm finally going to do it. In fact, I ordered a bread pan on Amazon. I didn't own one of these. I had Cody get all the ingredients at the grocery store for me to bake bread, and I'm going to do that this weekend, and it's going to be awesome. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to make whole wheat bread from the recipe that I found online, so that's going to be pretty cool, and that's going to be a step towards being self-sufficient again. You'll see a theme here through my list that I just want to be as free as possible, and making bread's an important thing to me. Other than that, homesteading magazine reviews, that's something I talked about as well, and something I'm really excited about doing. In fact, I found a couple magazines here which I'll show you. The first one that I went to the store to get, this is Countryside and Small Stock Journal. Excited about reading that. What I was planning to do is subscribe to these. I just bought these in the store so I could get a taste of it, and I'll talk about my favorite article or articles from this, and what my favorite thing was, maybe something I plan to do. This is about like ice fishing and stuff, which I don't intend to get into, but hey, you never know. I'm sure there's something in here that I'll like, and something regarding homesteading. It's obviously something that is important to me, caring for livestock in cold weather. So that's important to me right now, actually. And then the other one that I found I was super excited about, this is The New Pioneer. And I was looking at the cover of this, and this is what really caught my eye. Living better with less, debt-free and self-reliant. And I thought, that is me. That is who I want to be. I want to be this guy right here. So I'm working my way. I don't have the turkey yet. I got the wife, don't have the baby, and we do have the dog, which is all the way over here. So working our way there. I'm gonna get there. All right, back to the list. That covers winter, and then we're gonna move into spring. And the theme you'll see with spring on my channel is gonna be animal related. My first thing that I want to get is an incubator, so I can incubate some fertilized eggs that I have. I obviously have a rooster. I have hens outside. So I want to incubate some eggs, and we'll raise our own little chicks. So it'll be just like last year. I had all those videos where I was raising my chicks from day one, and on this channel, hopefully I'll be able to raise them before day one and hatch some, and then I'll have my own chickens again, and I'll increase my flock out there, so that'll be really fun. The next thing I want to do is get some rabbits, just as pets. I don't plan to do anything with them. I don't plan to eat them or anything like that. The main reason that I want to get rabbits is just for their manure. Their manure is perfect for fertilizer in gardens, so I was going to raise some rabbits. I don't know if I'm going to build my own hutch or maybe buy one or try to find one on Craigslist or something like that. But I'm going to have some rabbits outside. Maybe I'll get into rabbit breeding and get some specialized breeds. Who knows what's going to come of it. I just think it'll be a fun little hobby, and bunnies are cute, and it'll be great for my garden. So it's a win-win-win-win, you know, as long as I can get some food for cheap for them. The next thing that I want to do, this is huge to me. You're probably going to laugh at me on this because this is honestly my life goal. This is what I want to do when I can afford to not work at a regular job anymore, and I want this to be my income. I want to get goats. I want to get dairy goats specifically. In fact, I'll show you another book. I'm the book advocate here. We got Raising Dairy Goats, and I've been reading this book, and this is honestly this is what I want to do. I want to get a couple dairy goats and I want to take care of them and obviously make videos. I mean, it'll be just like having more dogs. And I want to milk them and then make, obviously you got milk, you can do yogurt, butter, cheese, which I could then sell. And then you also can do soap, which is goat soap is actually very good for your skin. So that'll be really cool to use their milk for that. And I like the idea of the symbiotic relationship where I work with them, they work with me, we all win, just like the chicken situation. And I think that'd be really great. So this is my life goal. If you watch this channel, hopefully 5 years from now, this is what I'm going to be doing, is raising dairy goats. Maybe I'll write my own book on it. So this is going to be really fun. So you can make fun of me for that, but raising dairy goats is what I want to do, and I'm just really stoked on that. So that is me in the spring, and obviously starting my garden. It's a yearly tradition. Last year the garden was very disappointing just because I was like in a slump in the summer and I just didn't have any passion for the garden. This year, a different situation. I want to go out there and I want to make this garden amazing. I want to jar, I want to freeze, I want to do as much as I can to provide food for myself until the coming year after the garden's already done. So that's going to be a big thing for me in the spring. Another thing, this is an annual thing, I like to go to yard sales, do some yard selling, find some cool stuff, hopefully upload some videos to YouTube about it. I'm looking for anything, just like getting deals on things that I find interesting. Maybe an auction or two, I could take my camera with me to auctions, and that would be fun. Maybe if I could get some things there and film that, You're coming along for all this stuff, so hopefully I can do something interesting there. And then I have a question mark beside this one. I was thinking about getting my fishing license this year. I haven't done a whole lot of fishing in my life. I've gotten my license maybe twice, maybe 3 times, and I fished a little bit. I kind of find the whole thing to be pointless. I don't keep anything that I catch. I just catch it just for fun. But I thought, now with my GoPro on my head here, I could fish, and it'd be kind of fun to see what I could catch. And, maybe people that don't live in Pennsylvania or an area like this that has a lot of creeks, you'd like to see what kind of fish we have here and what I could catch. It's where I live, it'd almost be a tragedy to not do something like that. So it's a possibility. We'll see. I'm not sure. Switching seasons. We're moving into summer and fall next. Obviously kayaking. We got the kayaks last year. Love to kayak. Love making videos of kayaking. I think that people enjoy them. I've gotten nothing but good responses on them. So that might be something it's definitely going to be something that we're doing here. Cody and I both like to go out and kayak. So that'll be something we do. I'd like to explore maybe some different areas in Pennsylvania where we can go kayaking and just do some exploring. Along with that, these things kind of go together, the next few things. Going to do a lot of hiking. I love to hike and check things out. We'll probably go back to Ricketts Glen again. This will be like the 3rd year in a row. And just explore around Pennsylvania with hiking too. I mean, where I live, it's incredible for outdoor activities. This is where you'd want to go for that stuff, so why not take advantage of it? People vacation here. And then camping, that obviously goes with hiking, kayaking. This could be an all-in-one thing. Like, my goal is like Friday night, I'm going to leave work at 5 o'clock like I always do. And we're going to pack the car up and we're going to go camping and hiking and whatever we want to do all weekend and then come home. The only issue is going to be if I get goats, which there's a little bit that hinges on the goats. I need to find someone that's breeding them. I'd like to get small ones because it'd be fun to raise them from kids, as they're called. But if I get goats, that might limit the amount of time that I can be away from the house because I have to take care of them and make sure they're well taken care of. It's not like chickens that you can just give them food and leave them go for 4 days. So the goat thing, that's gonna kind of play. The rest of the year is gonna play out based on the goat situation. But if we don't get goats, I'm definitely gonna spend a lot of my time camping this summer. But if we get goats, that's obviously gonna take a lot of my time. Another big thing this summer, I'm going to try to I have 3 weeks of vacation that I usually take in the summer at random points, like usually 1 week in June, 1 week in July, and 1 week in August. I'd like to take 2 weeks in a row, and I like to do an epic road trip. I'm either thinking about I don't want to say where I'm going because I don't know where it's going to be, but I kind of want to go to Yellowstone National Park. I know that I would need more than 2 weeks there probably to really explore it, but I think it'd be really fun to do that. And then the other thing, I kind of want to go to the desert. I just want to go to the Southwest and see what it's like there. Maybe go to Arizona and just be in the desert for a while and kind of explore. I think it'd be kind of cool. Or just do something where we travel from Pennsylvania and go west. I just want to go west. I don't want to go anywhere other than that really. So we'll see how that turns out if I can get the 2 weeks. Otherwise it might be a little bit of a shorter road trip, or who knows what it'll turn into. But I won't commit to a single vacation because I don't want to have to go back on my words. So we're going to be taking a road trip. Just leave it at that for now. So then we're kind of trailing off into fall at this point, And then that's going to be when I harvest my garden and do my jarring and canning and tomato sauce and all this stuff. You saw me do some of that last year. This year it's going to be that, just on steroids. I'm going to be hopefully getting enough food that I can support myself for a large part for the next year. I'd like to freeze a lot of my vegetables, put those in the freezer downstairs that I need to buy, and then do a lot of jars of tomato sauce. I want to do peppers like I usually do. I want to do peaches, pears, just that kind of stuff. Just leading towards being more self-sufficient and not needing to rely on other people for my food as much as possible. So that'll kind of take us into fall. I'll be cleaning up the garden, you know, and then we'll kind of be back into winter, and we'll be back where we're at right now. So maybe I'll get back into that. I'm going to be doing a lot of walking. I'd like to do some walking things, so I'll probably do walking vlogs. So that's going to be pretty much the whole year and how the videos are going to play out. Hopefully in that whole list there's something that you're interested in. It's basically, this is going to be my best year ever. I just turned 29 years old. And I honestly think this year, from 29 to 30, is going to be the best year I've ever had. I'm super stoked on finishing this list here that I created. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm glad to have you along. We're going to have a ton of videos up here, and it's just going to be great. So if you're new subscribing, welcome you fully. This is going to be great. If you haven't subscribed, I think you should subscribe, because there's going to be a lot of fun stuff happening. And if you've been here for a while, you know what to expect. Only it's just going to be better and better. And before anyone asks in the comments, I'm sure you already did, Roxy's going to be involved in the videos a lot. So thanks for watching. It's going to be a great 2014 or 2014. I don't know.